Hello, hello, hello. It's the Peak Signing Agents Podcast. Welcome to another episode. I'm DVO Derek Van Otten, your host, helping you become the best notary and signing agent you can possibly be. I hope you're having an amazing day. I actually just got back from a nice little motorcycle ride, and I just realized that my light for YouTube died. So sorry if you're watching on YouTube and it looks a little darker this video. My light just decided to die on me. Fun. And I can't find a charger anywhere to plug it in. Oh, that's the way. That's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, just had a nice little motorcycle ride. I actually did my notary meetup for my local notaries this morning. And something came up that I thought I would talk about. And we talked about notifications. So one of the notaries, she had a question and said, how do you organize all the notifications that come in? Like they said they sent me an email. I didn't even get the email. I'm like, so you didn't get the email at all? She's like, no, I did get the email, but I didn't get the notification. And she's like, I don't have my notifications on. I said, well, you should turn your notifications on. So I thought, let's talk about this a little bit. I'm curious because I've talked about how I've sent out messages blasts and no one responds. And I know Melina was just on my podcast and she talked about it too. I'm curious, do notaries not have notifications turned on? Like, I started thinking about it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Go to YouTube and comment on this video if you have notifications on all the time. But I have my notifications on all the time. So anyway, I thought I'd talk about this a little bit. I want to go in a little bit more details. Talk about what I do and just some entrepreneurial tips for you all. Okay? Hope it helps. So, and if it does, please follow on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Feel free to always rate it and comment. I'd appreciate it. The best thing you can do for me is actually give me ratings so that people know more about this podcast. All right. Anyway, I actually told them, I said, I actually said, let me see your phone. She gave me her phone. And she had tons of notifications. Tons. And I'm like, you're desensitized to notifications. And I think a lot of people are desensitized because of all the notifications we get. We have so many apps running on our phone that want to send us notifications that we get desensitized by it. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. But I actually shared with the group, I said, during the work week, during Monday through Friday, I don't have notifications turned on except for business apps. These are the apps that I have notifications turned on for, especially during the work week. It's my phone, right? Because I want the phone calls. It's my phone, my business phone line, which I personally am using Google Voice. That's where I get my business calls and text messages. So it's my phone. So if any of my clients call me or my schedulers call me, it's my phone app, which is Google Voice. It's my text messages, and it's my business email. Those four things. Those four things are what I have turned on for notifications, meaning I don't have any other notifications coming in. My personal email, no notifications. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, no, I don't have messages turned on for those, or I don't get notifications from those. I will get messages, but I don't get notifications. For example, if I'm looking at my phone, I will see my personal email app, and I will see that there's a notification of a new message, but I don't get the notification about it. I just see the indicator that there is one, but I'm not getting notified. I'll get to that later. That's my personal email. During the week, I'm focused on business during the week. I don't want other notifications. Group messages, group text messages, I silence those or I remove myself from them. I don't want to be a part of them most of the time. Especially if it's a family one, I'm like, just put my wife in there. She'll let me know about it. She'll put it in the calendar if it's like a birthday party or if there's a special event. My wife will put me in there. Do not put me in group text messages. I don't want to be in them. My friends' group text messages, I don't want to be a part of them most of the time, and if it is something I am interested in being in, I silence it. I will check those type of notifications later. Usually it's when I'm eating or in the bathroom. That's when I usually check those things. I'll check my Facebook Messenger, my Instagram Messenger, group messages, my personal email, I am checking those during the week when I'm sitting down eating or I'm in the bathroom. That's when I check those. Other than that, I don't check them. I'm focused on business during the week. Only my business notifications are going on. I'm not getting desensitized. I was just on a trip with my brother. Me and my brother went on a little brother vacation. And I just see his phone goes off. If he comments on a Facebook group or a post and somebody comments back or replies, he's getting notifications. If he posts something and someone replies, he's getting notifications. Or if someone likes his post, he's getting notifications from Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. And then group messages with his friends. I'm like, how are you not annoyed during work hours? For me, they get annoying because I'm so busy. And so in my personal opinion, during the work week, during business hours, maybe only have business notifications. I was getting stressed with all the notifications I was getting. It was getting annoying with all the group messages and social media and then business. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I think that's why so many people just are on their phone. So me personally, I have all of those turned off. I don't get those notifications. Or they're turned off or silenced. And I'll check them at another time. Or later on in the evening when I'm home. Or before I go to bed, I'll start checking those things. I'm like, okay, let me check what's going on now. I haven't been on my phone yet. And now is the time I can go check on those. So during the work week, it's just my business stuff going off. It's my text messages, my phone calls, and my emails. Business related. That's it. Even if one of my good friends calls me during the work week at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, I'm too busy to answer that phone call right now. I will call you back. I want to talk to you. I want to catch up. But you got to know, I'm busy building my business. And I have let family know about that. I have asked family members. I've said, hey, please, please, please do not put me in any group messages about birthdays or upcoming events. Don't put me in them. Add my wife. She'll put it in the calendar. I'll see it. I don't want all the messages. Do not put me in it. Luckily, some of the phones now allow you to get removed from those, but not all the time. And I've asked my family to not put me in group messages because I'm like, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to ignore it, and it's just going to bother me. But I silence them now. Now I can silence them. And I can see the notifications when I'm looking at my home screen, but I'm not getting notified. Does that make sense? I see the notification, but I'm not getting notified. I'm not desensitized. Whenever my phone rings, I know this is whenever I hear a notification, whenever I feel my phone buzz, I know this is going to be business related, most likely. And I'm gonna get to it. I'm not gonna be like, I'll look at that later. I'm carrying something. It's like, no, I'm gonna put my bag down. I'm gonna look at what the message is, what the notification is. So anyway, that's just my personal, humble, entrepreneurial opinion to you. During the work week, during business hours, only have business notifications on. One of my indirect mentors, and if you're not sure, I've talked about mentors directly and indirectly mentors. Mentors, I have two personal direct mentors, meaning I can call or message them and they will answer me or call me back or message me back. They help me with my business. I have two personal direct mentors, but I have many indirect mentors, meaning I listen to their podcasts, I read their books, I listen to their interviews, I have their coachings, I have their trainings. And one individual, he's one of my indirect mentors, Hector Lamarck. Early on in my business entrepreneurial career, he said that he would ask himself every hour, what did I do in the last hour to help grow my business? And to date myself, when I first got this training, and I used to put an hour alarm in my Palm Pilot. Do you know what a Palm Pilot is? If you are of my age, you will know. If not, look it up. A Palm Pilot. They were very handy. I loved it. And that's how I kept myself organized, was with the Palm Pilot. And I put an hour notification in there. Every hour I get a notification. What did you do in the last hour to grow your business? That's what it said. Every hour. Well, during it was like from 9 a.m. to I think 7 p.m. I think I had that notification every hour. It'd go off and say, "What did you do in the last hour to grow your business?" And it would stop me to reflect. Like, what did I do? Was I goofing around? Was I messing around? Or was I really focused on growing my business? That's what I did for a while. I did that for a while to help like get my butt in gear to grow my business. And that's how you have to be sometimes. You have to take things serious. You have to tell your family, I'm not going to every event. Oh, you have a birthday party on a Wednesday. I might not be there. I'm sorry. I got to grow my business. I've got to make money for my family. And that's just a mindset that I have. But it's not a permanent mindset, mind you. This is a growing mindset. This is a phase. I'm at a point now where I have a business that does 3, 4, 500,000 a year. I don't have to do that all the time. I'm disciplined now. I'm very disciplined and I'm very focused on my business during business time. But there are times where I can say, yes, that's fine. Oh, my daughter has parent-teacher conference. I'm going to that. My daughter has a volleyball game. I'm going to that. A recital. I'm going to it. Oh, there's a birthday. Yeah, I'm going to be there. Graduation. I'm going to be there. But there was times I missed a lot. I missed a lot of weddings. I missed a lot of birthdays. Luckily, my wife was there. She was there for both of us, actually. She was there on behalf of both of us. She represented us. I was very fortunate that she would do that. But before I was married, though, I missed a lot of activities. I missed a lot of going out with my friends. Like, hey, we're going out. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not going out. I've got to wake up early tomorrow morning. I got business to take care of. And I did that for a long time. You might think it was fanatical. Maybe it was a little extreme. But you know what? It worked. It helped grow my business. It got me to where I'm at today. And now I take vacations whenever I want. It's temporary. Sometimes you have to make temporary sacrifices for permanent pleasure. Does that make sense? Make temporary sacrifices for future permanent pleasure, which could be vacations, restaurants, things like that. You know, I see people posting like, oh, I wish I could have this. I wish I could do that. You can, but are you willing to make the sacrifices to get to that point? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe 3 years from now, 4 or 5 years from now, you can do those things if you make the sacrifices now. Okay, it's only temporary. Making sacrifices is only temporary. I've seen people retire from jobs they did not like. They were miserable at their jobs, and now that they're retired, they're still miserable. They're just because they didn't have a happy life. I'm all about doing things that make you happy within the right means, enjoying life, making sacrifices, saving money, things like that. Make it worth it. I'll tell you a fun example. Today went to the zoo. Me, my wife, and my youngest. We went to the zoo today. She wanted dipping dots. You know dipping dots, right? Like the ice cream dipping dots. And we kept saying, no, we're not gonna have it. It's early in the morning. We just had breakfast. You're not having dipping dots. You're not having ice cream at 11 a.m. Sorry. Well, you're not gonna have it. And she was, a little frustrated. And I said, hey, if you keep being frustrated about it, you'll never have any treats today. Like you need to act right and be behaved and enjoy the day and not focus on what you cannot have. And after the zoo, we went out to eat. And we had a really good meal, and she was able to get ice cream afterwards. And I said, how's your ice cream? She said, it's really good. I go, I bet it tastes really good too, because you've been wanting it all day. And it's that gratitude of the pleasure right now. It was the gratitude of the pleasure at the moment. You wanted dipping dots at 11 a.m. and we weren't going to give it to you. Now it's 3 p.m. You just ate a healthy meal and now you're going to have ice cream. The delayed satisfaction tastes so much sweeter, doesn't it? Let me tell you, the delayed satisfaction in life is so much sweeter. I sacrificed a lot to grow my business. I'm at a point now, I just took a vacation with me and my brother. Me and my brother took a little vacation. Now I have another vacation with my whole family. My wife, my 2 girls, and my oldest, her boyfriend's coming with us. We're going to Disneyland. Surprise, surprise. We're going to Disneyland for Halloween time. We're going in 2 weeks. And I paid for it all for my family. The flights. We have a hotel right across the street that has its own water park. Our hotel has its own water park with water slides and splash pads and swimming pools. We could walk across the street to Disneyland. We're doing the Oogie Boogie Bash, and then the next day we're doing brunch, a character dining brunch. Those things are expensive. But it's because I delayed the satisfaction. I delayed the desire that I wanted to focus on my business, to focus on my growth, and now I can do almost a lot of things that I want to do. Still not everything, still not. That's why I still grind and hustle a lot. And it's wonderful that we live in America, that we're able to do that. I think it's fantastic that we live in the country that allows us to be capitalists and be entrepreneurs and to grow our business at whatever size we want. There's no limitation on that. And speaking of living in America, we have an election coming up in November. And I say, and I'm independent. I've talked about it before. I'm independent. So I was very interested in watching the debate. The latest debate at the time of this recording. And I couldn't finish it. I had to turn it off. I'm a little empathic. And I just felt there was a lot of blame and finger pointing. And I don't like that. I'm like, just talk about what you propose. Talk about what you plan on doing. And I just felt there was too much finger pointing from both sides. Just a lot of bickering, complaining, and finger pointing. I'm like, I don't want that. I want you to talk about your points. So I turned it off. I got maybe 20, 30 minutes in. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. It's too negative for me. I don't like too much negativity. It makes me uncomfortable. I turned it off. And I was disappointed because I really wanted to watch it because I'm independent. I don't have a horse in the race. I'm like, I want to see who has the best policies or best ideas for our growth in our country and entrepreneurialism. So I was very interested in it, and I had to turn it off about 20, 30 minutes in because I'm just like, no, it's too negative for me. So anyway, I believe in getting the facts. Don't just believe whatever the party you associate with. Don't believe in everything what they say. That's why I like to be independent. I like to think independently for myself and not do what a party tells me to do. So I like that, which is why I'm an entrepreneur too, right? I don't like a boss telling me what to do. That's why I do whatever I want to do. But anyway, I still think it's important to vote. If you feel inclined, you feel it's important to vote, I feel do it. If you feel like, you know what, you feel like no one's going to help you out and there's no point in voting, then that's fine too. I'm not pressuring you into voting either. So I just want to say it's worth it. Make the sacrifices. What did you do in the last hour to grow your business? Think about that. Keep the hustle going. Keep the grind going. I believe in you. You can grow this business too. You can get what you want in life. The house you want, the car you want, the lifestyle you want, the food you want, the family you want. I believe you can get it. Delay the satisfaction of now. Delay the gratitude. Put your head down. Grind. Work hard. Then when you're done working for the day, focus on your family. If you've got a family, focus on your family. All right, put focus on them. Put focus on your health. Don't forget to work out. Don't forget to eat healthy. All right, that's important too. Focus on your health. Focus on your business. Focus on your family. Focus on your faith. Spiritual faith is important as well if you've got it. Put focus there as well. These are core elements in your well-being, I believe. Keep being awesome because I know you are, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye.